communication should be gone over several times for the person to understand it. I mean, I remember once waking up with this piece of paper by the bed, thinking, what's that referring to? And it was a leaflet telling me I was on a Mental Health Act section. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know why that was there. I didn't know why I was there. And it's quite frightening if you don't understand something.
The individual's sometimes lost in it all because people are dealing with the clinical side and, what medication, what should be done. But it's about how that person feels about themselves, really. Things like when Lucy was self-harming and a lot of that was around her just being totally confused and just needing, someone to just understand what she was going through, really. That would have been helpful.
I turned up to a CAMHS appointment and I had overdosed a few hours earlier because I was so frightened to go to the appointment. I just wanted to get out of the appointment, and I'd said, can I please not have this appointment? And I still had to go to the appointment because they said, well, we need this, we need you to come to this appointment. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the support I need. But I didn't feel comfortable going on that day, so I tried to get out of it. And the reason I didn't feel comfortable on that day was because I felt really and severely depressed. And knowing I had to go to an appointment I didn't want to go to made it feel even worse. So I ended up overdosing, and it was a bit too much. It was on sleeping tablets, and I turned up at the appointment, and halfway through the appointment I just collapsed on the floor. I mean, looking back at it now, I didn't feel listened to. It felt like I had to go to that appointment and I had no other option, when other options are rearranging, although I know it is quite maybe chaotic to rearrange an appointment, but that was what I really wanted because I was not feeling up to it. I was not feeling emotionally okay to go to a mental health appointment.
Giving people information, but not just writing it down, a leaflet or something, but actually talking about it and explaining it in ways they can understand. Always involve the patient and explain everything you're doing twice.
When I had my first mental health appointment as an adult, that wasn't until a few years later after I transitioned, and they said, have you used mental health services before? And I said, yeah. Do you not, why are you asking me this question? They said, because we don't have any information on you. No information had been passed over, because I'm having to just repeat what's happened to me in the past, and I kind of don't like repeating because it's the same thing and it's the same distress it's causing, having to repeat what's happened. And I do know my PTSD has gotten worse over the years, and the reason for that is because I was never treated for it. And one of the things that has been found out now that I'm in adult mental health services and everything, all my information is coming together, is that it does turn out I was offered treatment for PTSD, but that never came across. There was only communication between the psychiatrist and the nurse. However, no one within the team had passed that information over to me and my parents. And I could have had PTSD treatment years ago, and how I'm feeling now could have been prevented.